What you're about to watch is part of an online training that I do twice a month inside my Movement Makers program, where I coach entrepreneurs like you how to build an online movement, how to make money from it, and use it to make a huge impact on the world. Enjoy.
Welcome, Evan Carmichael!
Movement Makers, how we doing? Great to see everybody again. Guys, this is going to be a special one. This is going to be a special, 2 weeks ago was a really special one, but this one is going to be a nice push forward. Okay. We're going to have to buckle up and get ready for some growth. This is not just hype. This is legit. We're going to ask you to do some things that you're uncomfortable with, but are really, 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 really important. Okay. So there's a lot of stuff to get through. So I'm going to just dive right in. I'm going to share my screen. The topic of the day is, if I had to start over on YouTube, what would I do, right? I'm assuming I know what I know, but I don't have any contacts. I can't reach out to any of my friends and ask for help. So I'm starting from scratch, but I know what I know, and it's 2021. What am I going to do? Okay, so expect to suck. I was actually having a great conversation yesterday in Discord, so I thought I'd take some screenshots and share along with you. One of the biggest reasons why people don't make is you expect to be better than you are. So the first tactic is more of a mindset one, because you put out content and you want it to work and it doesn't work as well as you thought, and then you feel like a failure. You guys ever felt that? I know I felt that. I put out content, it's like, oh my God, nobody saw it. Why am I putting in work on this? I feel like a dummy. Or I'd watch it back and be completely embarrassed by my stuff. It's like, wow, I can't believe that I'm that bad. And I think what ends up happening is we don't expect to be great. I don't think anybody said, I'm going to be amazing in front of the camera. I'm going to be amazing at this, but you don't expect to suck, right? And so when you press record and then you watch yourself back, it's like, wow, I didn't think I'd be good, but I'm way worse than I thought I was going to be, right? You don't expect to be Martha Stewart or Tony Robbins or Oprah Winfrey or whoever, but you don't expect to be as bad as you are when you watch it back. Again, it doesn't mean that you suck as a person. It just means you don't have the skill set yet. So if I was just getting started from scratch, brand new channel, that's the mindset is, hey, I'm learning. I'm expecting to suck. I'm relatively new on Discord. And when I went, I knew nothing. I'm making all the mistakes. I'm asking all of the dumb questions, right? Angela joined, I think, yesterday, and she's like, what do I do? Do I just push buttons and figures? That's it, Angela. Yep. You push buttons, you ask dumb questions, and we figure it out as we go. That's what it is. And so it's new. So expect to suck. And so somebody in the Discord yesterday, Ruxy, posted, thank you, Evan. He's basically at 91 subs in almost a year. So I shared, hey, you're ahead of my year one. Here's my growth. And this is always a graphic that people typically resonate with, of just showing the growth over the years. Now, I don't think your growth has to be this slow, right? For everybody watching, it doesn't have to take you, 5 years to get to 30,000 subscribers or whatever, right? You can go faster. And that's partly why you're here. YouTube's grown a lot. You guys are now learning from someone who's done it and connected to each other. So you can go faster, but it's still a mountain that you have to climb. Your growth is going to be slow. That's okay, because you're learning the skills. And the more you do it, the better you get. I remember talking to Angela about her first IG live back in Puerto Rico, walking on the street in the dark. She was, she had done 1 live or 2 lives or 3 lives, not that many. And she was concerned, maybe she's not good enough, what she's going to talk to people about and now she's doing it. Apart from the past 2 weeks, she's been on a honeymoon vacation. So that's fine, because she got married. So we'll let her off the hook for that. But apart from that, she's been doing it. Zane, when he was getting started, was worried about the gear and the technology, and I don't know what I'm doing. And now I was on his YouTube channel last night at, 10 o'clock at night or something. Zan's there. He's got 6 other people there. Lady Lexi's joining at 4 a.m. or something. He's figured it out. It's like all the things that we tell ourselves why we can't do it are really just a story until you actually just get in and start doing it. So it's expecting you to make mistakes, expecting it to be slow, and paying attention to the progress that you're making on a day-to-day. Awesome show with Zan Demand. I love it. Nice, Angela. So I then shared this. This was me in my first video, right? I was so nervous. I'm sitting there in a suit because I thought you had to wear a suit, to be taken seriously. I'm trying to memorize my lines. I, had the perfect, lamp behind me and trying to do the setup properly. I was sweating like crazy, memorizing everything. And it wasn't a very good video. There was no heart, no emotion. But that's me back when I had hair, all of this fun stuff. But that was me back in my first video. You guys can go back and watch it. Again, it's only popular because people want to go see video number 1, but in itself, it's not a popular video, and it wasn't very good. But I'm proud that I started. And that's what we need to start to think about is if I was starting over again right now, just like I'm doing on Discord, I'm proud that I'm starting. I'm proud that I'm taking action. The people who are moderators in our Discord, for example, like I can't believe how much we're growing every day. I can't believe how much Evan is learning every day. But I know nothing coming in, like I knew zero. But you can pick it up quickly if you just go in expecting to suck and being a beginner. My first video also only had 3 comments in the first year, right? First was my mom, and second was my older sister. And then this guy, ABC TV Ads, was the third guy who left a comment on my video, right? So in 1 full year of my video being up, I had 1 comment that wasn't family, right? And that's okay. Like, keep going, keep creating, expect to suck. Another thing that helped me was when I joined my agency, I asked, who's the biggest person on YouTube at the agency? And he said, Grant Cardone. So I told him, I'm going to beat Grant Cardone. I'm going to pass Grant Cardone on YouTube. I'm going to make it happen. That became my goal. So now it wasn't, I love Grant. He's a friend. He's been a friend of the channel for a while. So it's not like I need to crush this guy, but it was a nice benchmark to see what's possible. And so another thing I would do if I was starting up just for the mindset is try to measure myself against somebody who is in my industry, who I'm in competition with, right? Healthy competition. Now, Grant probably never even cared. I mean, now he might because we passed him, but at the beginning, like he wouldn't. When you're ahead, you don't look backwards, right? All the people say, I'm going to be the next Evan Carmichael. Like, okay, cool. Like, go do you. That's awesome, right? Whether you want to compare yourself to these stats, say, hey, how far are you in? Or whether you want to measure yourself against somebody else in your industry that you look up to, like, I want to be like that person. When there's somebody who's done it, they've paved the way a little bit. And so it's easier to see yourself doing it as well, right? It's not that I want to be the next Grant Cardone, but in seeing his success, it became a target to go and shoot for. So that's what I would do as well, is who in your industry is doing it or around your industry, because obviously what you're doing is unique. Take that role model and use it as inspiration for you to keep going. Do not get too caught up on the gear. This is part of expecting to suck. I filmed this Tuesday from my phone. This is me in my car. Nina's driving. I'm filming. I had my new phone and just holding it up, press record and go. This is going to go on my channel that has 3 million subscribers, me in my car with my phone. No fancy. I'm using my Apple headset as my microphone. Press record and go. The thing that holds people up and held me up too at the beginning. Go back and look at my first video. It's perfectly positioned and I got the light and the setup, and that took like 2 hours to set up properly. The things that you think matter don't matter, right? The thing that matters is you getting your content up and the message you can deliver. So if I was getting started all over again, I would just make more content. I would stop overthinking it. I would stop trying to be perfectionist. I would stop worrying about the gear. I would stop worrying about what, perfect camera and lighting and microphone. When people ask me what camera and mic do you use, I don't know what mic this is. I don't know what camera I'm using right now. I don't know. I mean, does it matter? A little bit. You have to be able to hear me. But at the beginning, it's not the thing. Like, that should not be the reason why you're not making content. We've constructed all of these reasons why we can't make. And the reality is just fear. All of those are just fear. You're afraid you're not going to be taken seriously. I had to be in a suit and I had to have the perfect lamp behind me, and all of it. It was fear. It was fear that people wouldn't take me seriously. But people take you seriously when you take yourself seriously, like when you know that the message actually matters. People will take this Evan sitting in his car wearing his Believe Nation ball cap, which is pretty new, which I'm happy with. They'll listen to this a lot more than Evan from 2009, who looked fancy and who was in a suit and sitting in his office. Christy says, you look cute like a little boy. Great. But like videos have to get up, film, right? Don't get too caught up on the gear. If you want to watch the full version of this video, as well as train live with me twice a month to help you build your movement and be around some other amazing people just like you, check out my Movement Makers program. The link to join is right there next to me. Can't wait to see you there. Continue to believe and go join.